want to hear your initial thoughts on the latest acquisition. Will Butcher brought into the fold. Any thoughts?
Was he the most recent one, or was it Chisholm? I don't know which one.
I guess second most recent, but I hadn't heard of the other guy. So
yeah, I think there's probably. I think in terms of in terms of the future, like Chisholm probably more exciting, to be honest. Yeah. Like it's weird because he has been. I mean, he's unbelievable in the AHL, but he just literally has not had any chance to crack Winnipeg's lineup with how healthy they've been and solid they've been. I wonder if they were, because it sounds like there was never a chance that kid was making it through waivers. So it's not like, well, I'm curious to know if it's like a Tolvanen situation. Like, yeah, he'll make it down. Like, obviously, very different scenario, obviously, but same idea of yeah, we're just gonna have him go. So let's talk about Declan Chisholm, right? He's played fucking 8 hockey games this year. I think, though, especially given where, and this is back to Chisholm, by the way, and Butcher, I'm curious to see how much, how many looks he actually gets. I think they're pretty excited about Chisholm, and I'd imagine they want to keep him because he does show a ton of upside, a very, very good two-way defenseman in the AHL. The points have been there. He defends really well. I guess there was just no chance that he was going to make it through waivers. Maybe they weren't going to get anything in a trade, but they thought he would at least make it through waivers. I can't imagine that would be the case. So I'm wondering if it's oh fuck, he didn't make it through waivers. Because it sounds like every fucking team in the league was yeah, we're gonna take a shot here for free. Curious to know, but I think he's actually going to get looks, just given how. I mean, I hate being mean because he's such a beauty, but John Merrill, oh my god, he is. I don't
do you think he knows?
Maybe 2 years. I don't know. I actually don't.
Do you think John Merrill's sitting there? He's like, "Why are you guys still playing me? I appreciate it, but I don't get it."
Guys, if you want to, it's cool. I don't. I get it, guys. Yeah, there's good popcorn. I mean, I don't care. It is that whole it's at the point where he you can't. He's virtually unplayable. It's crazy.
Yeah. Are you a fan?
I get nervous every time he touches the puck.
No, for sure. Silicon Valley, you a fan?
Oh, I've only seen a few. Oh yeah, I can't.
Dude, he's straight up big head, where it's just oh, you're firing me? Yeah, no, that makes sense. And then he gets hired back on, and literally his only job is to just exist and be an employee. And he just hangs out on the roof of the building, drinks during the day, walks to lunch with other guys that are in the same plan because they got nothing else to do for the day. So they're well, we might as well walk. That could be John Merrill vibe. Now I gotta ask you though, this has to be the last team that Winnipeg wanted to see Declan Chisholm go to, just because of all the antics of late and where the hate level is between these two teams. Imagine being Declan, hating the Wild passionately because you're supposed to, and then being oh, hey guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, for him, he's been sitting on the 9th floor like a fan for so many games because he's just around if anyone gets hurt. So he's been motherfucker. He's probably going nuts.
He's throwing shit on the ice.
Or who knows? Maybe he's a double agent. Maybe he's just secretly loving it. I don't know. But either way, you can pick up a decent high ceiling player for free. Again, he should be able to play in the NHL. I think they will play him. Another guy that they're going to probably. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be shocked or upset about seeing him in the lineup over either one of Merrill or Goligoski. And you really don't want to at this point, there's no point to calling up someone like Lambos or any of those other defensemen down there that are still getting their foot in the AHL, still getting their footing in the AHL. No real upside there either. So, yeah, I don't know. That one I'm more excited, honestly. And who knows? Maybe it'll be a Rem Pitlick situation where he'll have a few days of glory here, and then who knows? Maybe it'll happen again. But I think it was just a very intriguing pickup. And Will Butcher, I have no. I mean, we've seen him there were a couple of years where he was a solid enough regular NHL defenseman with like decent upside. Did he have a stop in Pittsburgh? Am I losing my mind?
He just got traded from Pittsburgh, but he never played in the NHL.
Okay, that's right.
He was in Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, I was all okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, like I know nothing about what he's done in the Pittsburgh system. Like that's the level to which he's really been here. But I don't know. Sick in college. I think his first 2 years pro were pretty not like knock your socks off, but I thought he was good. And honestly, though, every year, even like with the exception of his most recent NHL season, I think it was 21-22 with Buffalo, like that was a pretty bad showing. But all the other ones, like he was averaging half a point a game, like doing his job. It's just I'd be lying if I said I've watched him enough to know how he looks out there alongside those points. So I don't really know a whole lot there.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've seen him play well in the NHL with the Devils, but that was a couple years ago. So we'll see. I mean, at this point, with where they're at, especially with Goligoski and Merrill, like, might as well see what these guys got. So I mean, I think what was the Butcher deal? It was like the kid they picked up in the trade for Kajkovic, whatever. Two interesting pickups. But I do think Chisholm's got the potential to be a pretty intriguing one. And at least has a shot to play some games here. I mean, that kid just needs to fucking play at this point. He's been waiting. I think he's played like 10 games this year because he's just been hanging out, like waiting for a shot. And he's got an assist in one of the 2 games he's played in the NHL this season. So there you go.
Yeah, because he probably just like lobbed the puck to Ehlers and things happened.
No, it was a sick. He went McDavid and then just
angled it around Ehlers.
Yeah, that's what he did actually. That was what it was.